accidentally, don't judge. I slept with her boyfriend.
Oh! Whoa, when?
Stop! I slept with her boyfriend too.
Whoa!
What? Welcome to the show with DeMarco and Kayla. Deep dive into life twists, see you later. We got questions, got thoughts, no hesitation. Why we like this now is your destination. Pop culture, trends to daily grind hustle. Breaking it down, talking truth, no muzzle. You feel lost, sometimes we gonna navigate. Letting you know it's never too late. Why are we like this now? Gonna figure it out with a pow, pow, pow. DeMarco and Kayla taking the bow. Join us on the journey, we'll show you how.
Oh shit. We ain't even in the same place, and it's like we just did something. We just like trying to get ourselves together and shit. What's going on, y'all? It's Marco, aka DeMarco. This is my lovely co-host Kayla. This is Why We Like This Now podcast. Back for another week of Why the fuck are we like this? How was your weekend, Kayla?
You added the fuck in there this time. It was good. Just honestly, just like a hobbit. Fucking stayed in, you know, the normal shit. Watched basketball or the NCAA.
Pizza and basketball.
Literally. And I got the deal again. So I was really happy. And the people were looking at me like, what the fuck? This girl loves pizza.
I hope you're a good
Just
tipper.
Drink.
Are you a good tipper?
Not when I'm going to pick up my pizza.
Oh, you're picking it up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be excited as fuck. Like, going to Kayla's house again. She can give me some money. See what kind of PJ she's wearing this time.
I'm always wearing booty shorts too. I'm wearing like a long sleeve shirt like this and like booty shorts. That's what I wear all the time.
Trying to get the extra breadstick.
Get that little deal. I probably could if there wasn't so many people working there.
So, you say you didn't drink? What? Why not?
No, I don't know. I was in kind of like a weird mood, like a funky mood, and I just wasn't into it. Today I am. Like nobody's business, but no, all weekend I didn't.
Again, it's why we like this, and that's the reason why. But, so you watch basketball? We're still in it. We're still in it.
We are. We're still in it. We're right next to each other. We're still alive with our Houston picks.
With our Houston picks, we got East still popping. My sister, I don't even know why. I'm not even gonna say why she has that name, but she up there number one. My boy Marco number two. I hope, man. I'm so sick and tired of fucking Duke. I'm so tired of not Duke themselves. If you're gonna be a good team, you're a good team, I'll give you your props. But I hate watching because it's like the commentators, instead of them like, no, every fucking thing they did, it was always like they just were on Duke's D. It was like, bro, like Alabama was doing good. They had some blocks that Alabama just couldn't get them to sink. They couldn't get the fucking shots to sink, and it was like, you know what I mean? It's like. You really can't blame them, but it was like you would think that we were watching a hometown type of shit there, but.
And I was really disappointed because I'm like, what the fuck? Like I
don't even like Alabama like that, but I was like, man, for the sake of the picks, god dang. But Houston,
they lost it for themselves.
But yes, and then Houston kept it close there on fucking Friday, but on Sunday I was like, they blew out the other team there. I was like, okay, cool, okay, made me feel better.
Yeah, because I was worried about the game before, because I was like, oh.
I mean, they did that. They did that the game before that too, where they let them come back. So that was good. Florida, Texas Tech had that fucking game, and they lost that fucking game. They were up.
That's the one I was.
They didn't know how to do the clock. I'm like, god damn, all the fuck. They didn't know how to handle the clock. Like, how you left 4 points at the fucking free throw line. How are you up by 9 points, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, god dang, bro. Like, Texas Tech had it, in my hometown is by Texas Tech. I don't even like Texas Tech like that, but still, I was like, okay, it's going to be good. They're going to make the Final Four for the first time. No. You just let that fucking shit happen. Although Florida did look good, too. Not that Texas Tech just lost it, but at the same time, Florida looked good. I felt like Texas Tech was going to be whoever they had to play next. So
Yeah. I felt like
but
they were done after the Final Four, but I had picked them and they lost it. And I
yeah,
lost a lot of
but this is the
points.
first time in a long time it's been four number ones. So we're calling it the best, big powerhouses. You got Florida
Hmm.
versus Auburn, Duke
Yeah.
versus Houston. So what are your predictions?
Well, mine is that I originally that I had picked Auburn. I still think they can do it. They just have to really want it. Like I mean, you know how you want it, but you have to really, really play the game to make it against Florida if you want
And make
to.
that sound all sexy. You gotta really want it. You
You gotta
gotta
really want
really want it.
it.
I want it. I want it.
He's like, I want
I
it.
want it. I want it.
No,
But no,
but you
you're
know what
right.
I mean. Like you
Yeah,
have
you're
to
right.
really, yeah, like you really have to like it's like I said, it's wanting it. It's like in your head, like ingrained, like I have to
That's why I
win
was
this.
saying, like,
Like I
when
have
before
to
we
do it.
started, I said I really like NCAA because, like, even though they're getting paid now with the NIL deals, but they still there's more heart. It's almost like they know they're not going to make the NBA. A lot
Yeah.
of them, so they kind of they just play. They either play really good or they crumble under pressure because they're not used to being on this stage of all this. I'm almost thinking about going to San Antonio. San Antonio only for 4 hours away. I'm like, shit, I might want to go
Yeah,
watch
I
the
was about
game.
to say, I'm
But
surprised you don't do that.
nah, no, I
I've been
got
to
I
San
got some
Antonio
plans.
before.
I got a lot of family coming over this weekend. One of my little cousins, quinceañeras. But if
Oh,
not, I
that's right.
definitely would. I definitely go out there. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I like all four teams. Like and like I said, I don't like Duke, but at the same time, I can't. They're
It's gonna make a
basically
tough competition and it's gonna be
yeah.
good.
They got defense. That's the thing that we don't realize that like the defense that they have like
Yeah.
it's pretty good. So that's
They play
basically what
hard.
my
You know,
weekend.
it is what
Yeah,
it is.
that's basically what my weekend was too. I mean, just watching the games. I went to this Tejano bar they had. I don't know if you know what Tejano is over there in Cali, but it's kind of like Mexican country like over here. So it's like I don't know, but I went out. I don't know. I'm not much of a big dancer. I don't know. Everybody kept talking shit on my snaps and or Instagram. I put I've never owned a pair of cowboy boots. I grew up
Oh.
on a ranch. I grew up on a ranch on a pig farm. I you know what I'm saying like
Hmm.
I've killed some animals. I've done some things that if you found out that I was plant based vegan and all this shit, you'd be like, what the hell? But
But
anyways,
you're
like
not doing it for that reason, so it's
but
different.
but I've never been that cowboy. I've never had boots. I never had everybody has the cowboy hat and
I'm so not
girls
into that.
the girls want the sexy cowboy, the John Travolta, you know what I mean? Like so
Yeah,
that you're
it's
not
become
into
a
that?
thing.
You don't do country dancing? You don't listen to country music at all ever?
Here and there, but like, so when I lived in Georgia, I used to go to this country place, but then they would put on like hip hop music at like after a certain time because they knew like all the country people would be out, you know? But
That's
like,
funny. Like
no,
you
I've never
always talk
really
about
been a
all these different places. You're in Boston, you're in Cali, you're like everywhere. Now you live in Georgia. Like I really don't know you.
well, you do.
but
No, it's
but yeah.
because
So
I'm
but
not
in
looking,
but in
remember?
Georgia, I mean, I guess they do have like good country music. I guess because it's still considered the South. So
Yeah,
um,
they have a lot
so
of good
did
country
you
music.
do it? Did you do any two stepping? You know
No,
how to two
I'm
step?
not into that. I did the stuff
See, I mean, you got to
afterwards.
really have a partner though. Like, really got to have a partner. But I really, whenever I go out, I really do a lot of people watching, a lot of shit
That's what
talking,
I
a
do.
lot of like, hey, like, yeah. And then, like I said, everybody making fun of me because I ain't got no fucking cowboy boots. I know, I had my motherfucking shoes on, Yeezys.
Who
I don't give a shit.
cares? Be
But
yourself.
but
I've never been into the
I'm at a
country.
bar where there's a bunch of fucking cowboys, and how am I gonna go holler at somebody without that? Like I'm like, hey, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I danced. I'm not saying I didn't dance, but I'm just saying like it's just the thing. Like it's just funny how like I like to do these things. I'm so versatile on changing things because then the next day
Hmm.
I went to my friend came into town and he was just like, hey, there's a car show, and I woke up
Oh
early
yeah.
and then. And there was this like it was called Race Wars like Fast and Furious. I don't know if you remember that one first, the
Yeah,
very first
of
Fast and
course.
Furious. Yeah, so they had like uh, little strip where they were drag racing, and then they had a car show outside. They had a bunch of Nissan Skylines with the right side drive-in. They had some GTRs, fucking, Chargers, Challengers. They had all kinds of shit out there. It was actually a pretty good time there. But shit, country boy, I had to go get. They were like, "Oh, you can bring some beer," and got me a 15 to Keystone. People make fun of me all the time, but Keystone, I'm telling you, hey, Keystone is not paying me anything to say this. I promise they're not. It's good as hell. People will be like, "Oh, that's gross." It's not gross. I would take a Keystone beer over a Coors, which is almost Coors because it's made by Coors, but I would take it over a Coors. I'd take it over any Bud. Like, Keystone is a good, like sitting down, watching the sky, just chilling. I can probably drink like 30 of them. I swear. And I don't know, but I'm a big drinker, so like I can throw down some Keystone. What's cheap? You can go to Walmart and get a 15 pack of Keystones for like $8 or $9. And it's 15 beers. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That's why I felt like I overpaid, because I bought the 15 pack for $15, and I was like, oh damn, like y'all taxing over here. But I don't know. It's a cheap beer, but anyways, I had a good time.
That's good.
Just kind of, hung out, met some people.
And you met someone?
Talked some. Yeah, I met a girl.
No, not a girl.
I know what you're saying, but the way you said it made it smell like, oh, you met someone. Like, no, the fuck, I didn't meet someone. So how do you meet like a celebrity person? Like, how are you supposed to act? Like I think people are regular, but at the same time, I recognize them. You know what I'm saying? So I met Ralph Barbosa. Like, he's a comedian, and I'm like, hey, shit, it's Ralph. So I went over there, funny. Said hi to him. He was cool. He took a picture with me, and I was like, okay. But it's just like, when you say like, because I know I have a friend that his whole personality, his whole thing is meeting famous people. So it's like, when you say, oh yeah, you met someone, like, I didn't figure it as like a big deal, but like, when I posted it, everybody's like, oh shit. I'm like,
it's because we love him. He's like cute and funny, and
yeah, and I guess he got some cars and shit, and he had some cars out there too. But yeah, I mean, he's cool. But it's just funny because like you're just like, oh yeah, I met this guy. You throw it on there, and then like, I guess, I don't know, meeting famous people is almost like a thing now, and I don't know why it is, but I guess it is.
I mean, it kind of always has been, but people are more like with it because of social media, I feel like.
But me, everything is content, so like I'll post.
Yeah.
But overall, good weekend. I did that.
I know. I wish I was there. I wanted to go.
So have you ever drank so much, like when like Sunday fun day, like you just like, you drink so much in the day, like you're the bottomless mimosas or whatever. So like, we had some big sips. So me and my sister's boyfriend, like, I was FaceTiming my sister. They had some big sips. These things have like 16% alcohol. We took some, and I finished that. Like, I was feeling really good, but by the time 6 o'clock comes, you're just like, you're drained. I was out there in the sun, and I'm like, I'm drained. So like, it's a weird feeling, because like, you're like, I'm drunk. Day drinking is the best. First of all, day drinking, I don't know. I love day drink. I think I'd rather day drink than night drink.
Yeah, no, I'm like that too. I like to day drink.
Because like, it gives you more time to like, you drink, you have fun.
It's because you're more chill. You don't feel like you're rushing to try to get drunk, to try to be feeling good, to do all this things.
And you get drunk out of nowhere.
And you're doing it somewhere, like, not like on your own. Like, it's not like you're sitting at your house, like, drinking, trying to pregame before you go out somewhere or something. It's more like you're just like chilling the whole day out doing stuff, like whether it's at the beach or
you're not on demon hours at 3 o'clock in the morning, and
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You're like it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm ready to go home. You know what I mean? You're just like
take a little nap and then keep going.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what you plan on doing, and then you end up taking a nap, and you either sleep for the rest of the night, or you're like, wake up and you're like, I'm not drunk, but I don't want to get drunk anymore. I know. So that's what I did. So then I got that, and then I went to a movie. Like I said before, I go to the movies by myself. I went to go watch Magazine Dreams, which was all right. I mean, it's a bodybuilding movie. It was kind of weird, but it was still cool. So like, I sat there, and I went to a different movie only because this movie, um, wasn't in. So I'm a Cinemark, and I don't know why it's not in Cinemark, and I kind of have a feeling why. Like, so Magazine Dreams was Jonathan Majors. So Jonathan Majors, remember, he had got accused of beating his girl, and then he was not guilty, which is also weird that like this movie drops, and then Rolling Stone had dropped like a thing where they got an audio where he kind of admitted it. Which it's just like, if he was already found not guilty, why even post it? Anyways, the movie was made in 2023, and then they released it barely last week. But Cinemark didn't have it, so this is the first time I went to a different movie theater to go watch it. But it was just me in there. I was by myself. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know if you remember Pee Wee Herman. Whenever we were little, he got caught in the movie theater by himself, but he was naked. I feel like the weird fuck. I just feel weird, but at the same time, I mean, I'm not like right now. I'll just be like sitting there and I'm like, oh shit, the movie starts in 15 minutes. Let me just go real quick. You know what I mean? Do you go to the movies by yourself, or do you do anything by yourself?
Oh, wow.
No, not like that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, I didn't
We're
feel like
we're
that.
single. We do a lot of things by ourselves. Yes, I know. Right?
No, I do, like I said, like I have seen a few movies, like I think I've seen like maybe 2 movies by myself. The rest I used to make people bring me, and then like, like just so I wasn't
Because some
alone.
people feel like it's awkward. It's like you feel like
Yeah.
you really do feel lonely. You really feel lonely because you can't really like sometimes you watch a movie and you kind of like want to talk about the movie, so you can't really talk about the movie to anybody because you're just
I'm
like,
always like
oh.
that. I'm always like, oh, did you see that? And then when I'm by myself, I'm like, fuck. And then when I'm like leaving the theater, some guy was like, the movie was so good, and he's like talking to me and like,
But that's because
"God."
you're a beautiful woman. When I get out, I'm just a fucking creep, so nobody's gonna say, "Oh, that was a good movie." Hey,
Yeah, he looked like
get the
he
fuck
wanted to
out of
talk
here,
more,
dude.
and
What the
I was
fuck?
like, let
Yeah.
me escape because it's definitely not my type.
But yeah. So I mean, it's weird how that's become a standard of like because of that. So I think a lot of people won't even eat by themselves.
Like go out to eat?
Yeah, like a lot of people will just be like, "Hey, I'm just gonna take this to go." So I'm gonna be by myself. I'm just gonna
That
go
was
to the
me
house.
today. I went out to BJ's by myself. Like I always go to the bar section. I've done that many, many times, like a million times. Like not the movies where it's only been like a couple, but I literally have been to BJ's or B Dubs by myself so many times. But I'm such an extrovert that I always meet people. Like some
So
lady was
so
like,
what's
"Can
the
I have
go?
this chair?"
So what's the go to? Is it do you get a table by yourself, or you go straight to the bar and sit by
Bar.
yourself at the bar? Okay.
Go to the bar.
As a single person, like yeah, unless it's really packed, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to sit next to these two dudes. Like, then I'll get a table by myself. But and it really also depends because like if I go to a place like Twin Peaks or Hooters or somewhere that has like the women, I'm gonna sit at the table only because like if I sit at a table by myself, they'll give me more attention if I'm at the
Yeah.
table by myself than at the bar. You know what I mean? Not that I need more attention. I need all the attention I can get,
I
baby.
know, I know. And some couple, it was funny because like some couple came like after this other couple left, and then she's like, "Can I have this chair?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead. I'm alone. Like no one's sitting here." And she's like, "You're alone?" She's like, "You're so pretty. Why you're by yourself?" And I'm like,
Cause I wanna be, bitch.
you're making me feel worse.
That's like
It's like
it's
I love
older
you.
people. People really can't they can't fathom being by yourself, and I just don't understand. And yeah, I mean being single for as long as we have, like you do have your lonely nights, and you do have those nights that you're just like, yeah, I wish I had somebody. But at the same time, like a lot of things I've done by choice. Like I've been single for so long that like right now, like the only way that I'm gonna be with somebody is like if being with you is better than my solitude. You ain't in competition with anybody else. Like
Oh
you're
yeah.
really gonna be like is hanging out with you better than hanging out with myself? Because I don't know if anybody that can compete with that. You know what I
It's
mean?
like
Like
that whole thing, like of giving you peace. Like, is she gonna give you peace, or is she gonna start conflict where it's gonna make you more like stressed out and like something you just don't feel like when you're younger, yeah,
Literally,
like
yeah.
toxicity is like, oh, it's so fun and all this shit. But then when you get older, you're like, do I
And
feel like doing this fucking
not
shit
even
to
just the
me?
toxicity, the little things. What are you thinking about? What are you like? Can I just lay here?
I'm
Like
thinking about
really,
you
I
shutting the fuck up.
yeah,
That's
fuck.
what I'm thinking
Because it
about.
was okay. It was okay that it was quiet. That's it. I just wanted it quiet. That's all I wanted. I don't want to know about what to think about. Like, I don't want to know. No, no. Either be quiet or turn on the TV. I don't know what to tell you because I just need that. And that's what sucks is that, like, I've gotten already. I'm to that level of I'm so alone now that like sometimes I'll talk to a girl and we'll talk for a couple weeks or something, and then they'll be like, "Well, I'm just gonna do this." I'm like, "All right, cool," and they'll be like, "You really don't care?" And I'm like, "No, I've been alone for so long. Like, I don't care. Go do whatever you need to do. Like, why is it not normal for you to go somewhere by yourself? If you really feel like you need somebody on your ass, I'm not the person for you because I'm not gonna be that guy. If you
So
say, "Hey,
that's
I'm gonna go get a pedicure," okay, have fun. I might give you money for it, but whatever. But regardless, like, do I want to go? Yeah, I might go to get it, but at the same time, if I'm doing something, go ahead and go. Like,
yeah, go
I
and
don't
do it.
have to. We're not attached by the fucking hip. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's where I've been having issues like in the past year of dating and stuff is because like guys that I meet, like they want to be like glued to me. And I'm like, dude, I've been alone like this whole like thank God I tell them like nobody can come over because this is like my solitude here, like with my kids and stuff like that. No one even knows where I live. But like it's like they want to be like up my ass, like telling me all the time, like, oh, all these things. And I'm like, dude, can you just give me a break? Like, I can't be DMing or
But
texting this much. Like, it's
and I
just too.
get it, and I get it. Honestly, I was like, as a young person. So as a young person, I grew up with all women. So my fault, and I know this is not a fault, but it is a fault, is that like I grew up with moms and sisters that I always felt like a woman should be held on a pedestal, and not all women deserve that. And I felt like all women deserve to be on this pedestal, and I'm gonna serve you, and I'm gonna do all this. What are you doing? Where you going? I want to go with you, and I'm like, get off my nutsack. I know that's how you feel. Like, you're like, bro, let me
Hmm.
live. Let me live for a little bit. Like, let me just, I know you want
Hmm.
to go with me to go get this pedicure, but this is my alone time. Leave me alone, please.
And I
Give me
think that's
40
why
bucks.
I'm
Give me
not
40 bucks
rushing.
for it, but whatever.
I'm not even close, but yeah, no, like, and I think that's why I'm like okay with like kind of like being single or seeing someone who's just not so attached because like I just need space too. Like I even when I was married, like we didn't do anything together. So I think I'm just used to just that life where it wasn't like that, it wasn't we weren't like in love like that. So like I just wasn't used to ever really doing anything with him. And then now just being single and just like always being alone like every weekend and like just going out on my own and then people are always like, "Oh, let me come with you. Let me come with you." And I'm like, "Ignore."
But I think
It's
the
like
other
just
thing,
want to go alone.
well, also the other thing, besides the whole pedestal thing I was talking about, the other thing is that, like, men are insecure. Some men are insecure about things you would do by yourself.
Oh yeah.
Not just like them thinking that you're gonna talk to somebody else. That too, but
I
like
might
also,
though. I might. I might go give someone head in a parking lot. I don't know. It just depends. Like, it depends on what kind of night I'm having, how drunk I am, and who knows? And I think that's why some people are, I'm not a hoe, but it's just like sometimes you just want to have those fun nights? It's never
remind
know.
me never to date you. I love you as a friend, but I'm never dating you. I'm just playing.
No, but I
But
wouldn't do that if I was dating
no,
someone.
I know, I'm just playing. I'm playing. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm loyal.
in a man's mind, it's like, if I'm not there, she's gonna do something. So I gotta be there. Let me go. Let me be with you. You know what I mean? Like, or
Okay.
not even
Yeah.
that. They think that that's what you want. Men think that that's what you want. Like, if you wanted to be with me, okay, well then I'm no. Like, you gotta let me breathe sometimes. You gotta let it. So they don't realize that the more space you get, like, if a woman really likes you, and same thing with a man. Like if you give them that little bitty space, or they're like, it makes you want them more for some reason.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
does.
kind of like
100%.
psychologically, it's almost like, why don't you want me with you all the time? Or why aren't you always with me all the time? What are you doing? And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, what are you doing? And like, you get that text message like, hey, what have you been doing all day? I thought, we were chilling. Let's go. You know what I mean? But the more
Yeah, and
space
that
you
was
give,
happening
you know
with
what I'm
this guy
saying?
that I used to date. He was just always on my fucking nutsack. And then when he started leaving me alone, that's when I was just like, okay, like I wasn't like dating him to like be with him. It was just more like casual kind of thing. But like then after a while, like I was just like, okay, like I kind of miss him, like he's not like harassing me all the time. Because I had to tell him straight up. I was like, dude, it's too much. It's like too much for me. I can't deal.
Yeah. Leave me alone. But that's what I'm saying. Like whenever, like if you showed interest and a man thinks that's what they want, that's what they think that's what you want, and it's not. But younger, it happens worse with younger. I don't date guys, so I don't know. But in my mind, I feel like, because it's the same thing with women, is that like the younger ones are the ones that are more attached than the older ones. But I think
Yeah.
only the older ones are only like if they've been with like a long relationship and they just got out of it, they still kind of like have like a different mentality. So that, but it's usually the younger ones because they don't know how to deal. And they're just like if you're a young person and that you think that's what they want, and it's just like,
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm almost 40 years old and I was dating a guy in his early 20s. Like
and I bet you he was all on your nutsack. You know what I mean? I
he
bet you he
was.
he couldn't get it from under, because that's what I'm saying. It's
But I
like
told him straight
when you
up,
fall
like,
in love as a young person, that's what I'm saying. Like I can say it now, I can tell you now, yeah. But back then, when I was in my younger 20s too, I remember being with this girl that I was so obsessed with her. I'm just like bro. And you didn't realize that like the more space you give, the more she was a hoe though. She was a hoe. You
but the
know,
thing is, young
but
guys get obsessed with like females like my age because like we're older and
experience, experience.
more experience. And they love that, so.
I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so if you get anything out of this, let them breathe and it'll work out better. Let's get into this first video.
I don't care about the body count. It's more about who you did it with. I'm too grown. Now, if I was 23, 24, 25, even 30, I would want to know who you did it with, who you did it with, who you did it with. Because a bitch, if you like a bitch, she could tell you 3 niggas or she could tell you 3,000 niggas. If you like her, you're going to figure a way out to be like, well, it was only 3,000 niggas. It's more about who you did it with. That's just me.
So she said a number like 200-300, but nobody, that you had problems with or none of your friends, then you cool with it.
I'm cool with that because she could be honest to you, because that's an honest number. I'm not saying that that's a great number that you want to be fucking a bitch who had 200-300 niggas, but what I'm saying is it's a real number. Let me ask you something. Would you rather a bitch tell you that I had 200 niggas, or a bitch tell you I had 5 niggas but really had 600 niggas? But she telling you that. Now you walking around with a bitch like you think only had 5 niggas. So now, yeah, I caught one. Nobody really had it. So you go to her neighborhood and niggas like, oh, look at homie kiss her in the mouth. Oh, shit. Nigga caught the jump off. Now you sitting there with the high ass face.
Now, tell me the truth.
Yeah, that turns me on more. Is when somebody, it may not be what you want to hear, but they told you the truth. They told you the truth. That's what matters to me. I don't care about.
It's worse than the girl was the jump off. She was the neighborhood hoe. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, because people change. But at the same time, it's like, that's why I really don't want to talk about past. So before I get into why I said it, what do you think? What do you talk about past? Do you care about a dude's past? Period.
No. No, I mean as long as he doesn't have any diseases or anything like that, I don't really care like who he fucked or whatever. Like I really just
1,000
don't.
girls. 1,000. He fucked 1,000 girls. That's 1,000.
Because you know what that 1,000 means? Absolutely nothing because he fucks so many girls that not one of those girls means shit to him.
So from, let's just say, from 17 years old to 37. So let's say it's 1,000 divided by, what did I say? 817. So that's divided by 20. That's 50 girls a year. So 50 girls a year divided by 12. That's 4 girls a month.
I mean, that's
There's nowhere. I
me,
know what you were saying earlier about, oh, that means that they didn't mean anything to them. Okay, because women care about the different things. Like I told you
it's more
last episode,
emotional.
whenever I said about the whole like I don't give a fuck if you love somebody, but if you told me, oh, it was just sex, I don't want to know about that. Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, is there ever a thought in your mind of thinking like, okay, you were with 1,000 girls, am I just 1,001 and you're still moving on? Like, is there ever that thought in your mind if that would happen?
So that's where age comes into effect. Because honestly, at this point in my life, there have been guys where I've fucked that I don't care how many people they fucked, who they've been with. We're wearing protection. It is what it is. I don't want to be with the person. I'm just having a good time
Okay,
with them.
but we're talking about like you really caring about somebody. You caring about somebody. You really see a future with this person. You were like, damn, I like the way he thinks. I like the way he talks. This could be it. And then you find out about 1,000 girls.
No, I don't care. I really don't. I mean, it is what it is. That happened. It's your past. It is like you learn from it or you experience from it. It is what it is. Like, I honestly don't care. Like, me personally, I would never have sex. You would be surprised at how low my number is. But, like, and in a lot of people, when I tell them, they're like, really?
Yeah,
You gotta
and
be
then
lying. And I'm like,
you
no,
got to
my number's.
you multiply it by 3. Even if you didn't, like, you multiply it by 3, and I'm like, okay.
And
So
that's what the
because
person would lie.
even if that's not the truth, like it makes you feel better because you're just like in your mind you're like, okay, she said 11, so that's 33 dudes. It's actually not bad. You know what I mean? So like, but I'm just like I'm with Cameron on here because like honestly, what was Lil Wayne's song? It was called "Prostitute Flange." I wouldn't care if you was a prostitute and you fucked every man that you ever knew. Didn't care
Mhm.
if that was way before me and you. Cause like I honestly, if I meet you, I'm telling you, I love hard though. Like that
Me too.
one of the I'm so proud of myself of being single as far as I have. I've been single for 5 years now. But at the same time, it's just like when I love you, I love hard. Like I said, that there
Hmm.
is that one girl that I really loved, and I didn't care. I didn't care about any of her past. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even gonna ask you about it. That's how much I don't care. That's why like why is this even a conversation? Because I feel like if I really cared about you, I'm not gonna ask you. Why am I gonna ask you? Why am I gonna self sabotage and hurt myself
Yeah.
by asking you? Because you could tell me 1,000, but you could also tell me 5. 5 is even a hurtful number. 5 is like yeah, you didn't fuck a whole bunch of dudes, but only 5. Who the fuck are these 5 dudes? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. And
one.
that's what I
You know what
was
I'm saying?
saying with the 1,000 people. They're not even remember half, they don't even remember a
Exactly.
quarter of the people. So who the fuck cares about who they fucked? Like at this point, as long as they don't have diseases, I don't give a fuck. Like I really
Until
don't care.
until you found out they fucked the fucking nasty dude that you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know how it's the same for girl, but like you you find out about that one dude that you just know is the grossest motherfucker out there, the neighborhood hoe, like the jump off. Like you find out that he's just a dirty dick motherfucker, and you find out she fucked that dude. You're just like, man, you could have told anybody else that motherfucker. And I don't know, it's also just a pride thing because it's not even about him being a dirty dick motherfucker. It could just been an op, just somebody that I just didn't like, and it'd be like, bro, like you and me are gonna be together, and this one day this dude's gonna be like, shit, you might love that girl, but I had her one time. You know what I mean? Like, and
And
that's
maybe I
where
don't think of those things because um I honestly have only been in like three real relationships and now like another one. So like this is like my fourth real relationship like ever in my entire life. And so like, and I'm from the East Coast. I'm from near Boston and I live in California.
So it's different for
So
you. It's
none of
different
the
for you because you don't
guys that
really
I
know
will be
anybody.
with have
You don't
anything to
even
do
really know
with,
anybody, woman. But so,
no.
do you know? So in your mind, do you know a girl that you don't like? Like y'all had beef for no reason. You just don't like her for any reason. If she was a
I
hoe, she was
mean, yeah,
whatever.
I guess. I don't really remember too many people from
You
back then,
so
but
you,
yeah.
but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
can you imagine the dude you with now fucking her?
I would be kind of
2 years.
annoyed.
You're like,
I don't know.
exactly. That's what
It would
I'm
be kind
saying. Like, yeah, the
of
1,000 number didn't count, but that one girl was like, how could you do that shit? I know we weren't together, but why? How? How did you let this motherfucker slither his way in? You know what I mean? Like,
But
it's
I also
weird.
like my feelings as a woman is a lot different from most women where I don't really get too wrapped up like in other things that don't really matter to me. Like I don't let myself like worry about things that have happened in the past that have nothing to do with me either. So yeah, he might have fucked that girl that I'm not really into like that. Like I don't like her, but I'm not really gonna like dwell
But
on
it's
it
different for men
because
and women, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like women, for some reason, can put something in the back of their head, and then
yeah.
they're gonna bring it up later on. They're gonna bring it up in the middle of a fucking argument. Well, that's why you
Like,
fucked
oh,
Jessica,
that's why you
and
fucked that
and
girl
you
with
know
the big
Jessica was
boobs or the
motherfucking
big
you
ass.
motherfucker, yeah. But
Yeah.
at the same time, but like they'll forget it because they really love the dude. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah.
dude is always gonna remember. Ah, you fuck Mark. Like really, bro? Like he fucked 1,000 girls, and you fucked that dude. Like you just one of his notches, and I love you. That hurts. That hurts. Like you just a notch in some other body's belt. That's why you don't. That's why I don't talk about it because like I feel like it don't matter who it was. Like you just a notch in somebody else's belt, and I loved you. Like it hurts. Fucking
Yeah.
hurts.
No, and I
You
can
know
see
what I
it
mean?
from your standpoint. I can. Like I said, I'm very open-minded, so I can definitely see it in that frame of mind and that mentality, but I just am not like that. I
But
don't care about people's past like that. It's not important to me. It's what's important is now. So if he fucked her while he's with me, that's what I care about. And I'm gonna be like, bye, motherfucker. Like,
yeah,
'cause
because the
you
past is the
fucking fucked.
past, but if but the present is the present. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of course. I mean, it doesn't matter who it was. It could have been you. Could have been with anybody. You were with somebody while I was with you. That's what I was talking about last time. It's just like yeah.
Yeah.
So well, I guess we're on the same page there. Let's move on to the next video here.
Okay.
I'm just a girl in the world. That's all that you'll let me be.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you
Because nobody fits anything they've done. None of you want to die.
Wow.
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
He's
What are you talking about?
like,
Motherfucker, you
motherfucker,
know
you know what he's
exactly what he's
talking
talking about.
about.
Yeah. What I want to know is what did you do to your daughter for her to snitch you out before even coming to you to talk to her? I don't know. I would like to think that my daughters are. I mean, they're daddy's girls. They really are daddy's girls. But at the same time, like, I would like to think there's so much of daddy's girls that they would ask me first, like, Dad, what are you doing on Tinder? Like, if I was with their mom, you know what I'm saying? I'm single
Yeah.
now, so who gives a fuck? But I'm saying if I was with their mom, it'd be like, boy, what are you doing, Dad? Like,
I guess it's
honestly,
cool.
I feel like now they would even be like, why are you on Tinder now? But I don't know. The whole dating thing, we'll talk about that in a minute. But like,
Hmm.
I'm more mad at her telling her my mom, and I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, why the fuck did you snitch him out?
Well, I think it's more of the loyalty that she has to her mom because maybe her dad has already fucked up before. Or maybe he showed signs, or the thing is, we don't really know the past 20 years. So we can't really like say like, oh, that's fucked up that she did that, you know? Because honestly, my daughter would do the same thing. My daughter, she 100% would be way more loyal to me than her dad. So
which
like,
is
if she saw
which
that
is
he was
it's
cheating,
crazy that the kids are the way they are the way, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, like, why would you think nobody would find out?
yeah, and
Because
I was like,
his daughter
well,
was
fucking
already
Tinder.
older. Like, yeah, like
That's the
like
biggest fucking
it's a
dating website ever. And
it's
it's
a
not even really
public
for dating. It's more for
and
like
it
fucking.
but it's a public profile, right? Like, I don't
Yeah.
have dating apps, so like you can't put it
Yeah.
on
So
private
as
or
soon
anything,
as
right?
you log in and someone's in the area, they can see it. So that's probably what happened.
So
Her
they're on
daughter, his
vacation.
daughter probably made a profile, not to catch him, just to make one for herself. And then all of a sudden, here comes her 50 something year old dad on there, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, and to me at that point,
He's just trying to
it's
get his dick
past
wet.
telling the mom because he's already so disloyal that he's literally putting it in plain sight. He's not like going to get a hooker
But
from like the street.
like you said, you don't know. Maybe
But we don't know
she
the past 20 years. So
exactly.
like I said, like
We don't
we
know
don't
if
know
that
what happened.
maybe she has been not giving them any, and they're already on the rocks anyways.
But I'm
So
just
it's like
saying from the daughter's point of view, she saw her dad on Tinder and she wanted to let her mom know, like, hey, this is what the fuck's going on.
fucking
But no, she doesn't know what's happened. She doesn't know if maybe her dad and her mom been fighting. She doesn't know if they're on their verge of divorce already. She doesn't know if her mom hasn't given it up for like 10 years. You know, you don't know, you know? But the point is, she saw that and she told her mom.
and now your mom and dad's relationship is ruined forever because you snitched. Do you feel good if
I
you
don't think it's
snitch?
more about feeling good. I think it's a more, like I said, it's the loyalty that you have toward a person. So you're like, okay, well, if he was being that disloyal toward you, like, I don't feel like I ruined shit because he's probably done it before, you know?
I get it. I'm just saying that's just.
Or maybe she's closer to her
But I
mom.
guess I just don't know. Like I've never gotten on any dating site. I
Oh,
don't know.
I've used
I don't
all of
know
them.
if it's because like I'm from a smaller town. I mean, almost 200,000 people, but like I'm from a smaller town to where like everybody knows everybody. So like I think like I never really did it because like in somewhere in my mind it was like you look desperate doing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
So it's
And
kind of like I just didn't do it because I feel like that's why. Like honestly,
you're
there's somewhere
trained
in my mind
enough.
that like I feel like because like being a single guy and I mean I don't want to say that I'm like Mr. Rico Suave, but I got game. You know what I'm saying? Like if I needed some, I can go get some. Like I'm not, and I already know there's. I mean, this world revolves around it. I mean, it's like there's a lot of fucking horn dogs out here. You know what I mean? But like, I never felt like I just never like when I moved. I made the move to Dallas. You know, a year and a half ago, and I felt like yeah, I didn't know nobody, and yeah, and a dating site probably would have helped, but you know.
So when I
Get
met
right back
you,
into
I was
action myself. So I was like, what do I need a fucking dating app where if I can get up, I'll just go to the bar down the street and I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in what is it? An introverted extrovert. Like, yeah, I want to fucking stay in my fucking, in my shell, but I don't have no problem like if we go out, introduce myself, I have no
talking
problem
about,
at
yeah,
all.
no.
Yeah.
And I get it, like it's I'm old fashioned, so I would love nothing more than to meet people out. But like I like to be home. Unless I'm going out with you, like I don't want to be
So
going
it's
out every
easier just
weekend
to
to
be
try
like,
to
it's
like
just
meet guys.
easier to like message somebody and be like,
Yeah, and you
oh,
kind of get to know them. Like you kind of, it's kind of, it sounds bad, but it's like you're shopping for a man because you're like, okay, well, and at the same
search
time,
search price high to low. Let me get the height. Let
but
me
at
get
the
the
same time, the
weight.
reason why I
Oh,
hate
that's what I want. Kayla, come on down. Turn into fucking Bart Barker and shit.
I know. No, and the reason why I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I don't like it is because it turns me into such a superficial person, and I'm not like that, and I don't go for just looks. But like when you're pretty much shopping for a person online, like that's what you that's the first thing they
Might as
see.
well buy
Like,
a
you don't
robot.
really
Might as
see
well
anything.
buy one of them fucking robot dolls and shit.
Yeah, and then at the same time, you're like talking to this person. I'm like, "Ugh, I fucking don't like this person. And then you're like, okay, you can like literally like get them like you can literally like just like not have to deal with them anymore because it's like it's so easy to just like exit out. Like I don't know what to say. Like kind of like delete them or whatever. Like you don't even have to say bye or anything. You could literally say the wrong thing
So
like on a day and you just that's it.
what's the go-to dating site?
I use Bumble a lot.
Oh, so you're. I don't want to say you're. I don't want to make it seem like you're some fucking. But anyways, like so you've been into the whole like that. You don't mind like you've made a profile. Like how do you even write a bio? Like do you have to write a bio? I just in my mind you have to write a bio.
You don't have to, but I do because I want people to know kind of like who I am. Like I'm not
My
like
name is Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
no, and there's people out there. That's the last guy that I was dating that I was serious. I mean that I'm with here and there. I don't know, it's complicated, but he was on there to fuck. He was just on there to find girls to fuck. But we swiped right on each other, and then I told him, I'm sorry, like it was an accident, like I didn't mean to, like you're not what I'm looking for, you know? And then he was like, how do you know that? And I'm like, just like, and then we started talking, and it was just like joking around and stuff like that. And then eventually we got together, and it became something serious. But it wasn't like, I don't know, it was weird because you can change people's minds too. Like when they like say, "Oh, I'm just looking for sex" or
Because
whatever. Like,
that's what real human interaction does. I mean, something that you can't do online is like when you meet somebody in person. Yeah, you can change their mind because you don't realize. Oh shit! First of all, I like their voice, and then it's like, oh damn, he really thought about this, and so like, that's what I was talking about. Like whenever like you go meet a girl and you talk to them, like people think like you go and you like give them a stupid you know like you're fucking
like a line or something.
pickup lines, Was your dad a
I'm so
beaver? What
obsessed with
was your
pickup
dad a
lines. You can't
beaver?
even
'Cause
talk to me about those.
damn, you know what I mean? Like I know that's your thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like people think it's like that, but it's not like that. But
No, it's not.
even though it's not like that, it is like that because if you did that, it opens up the line of communication. As long as you get a girl talking, then you get her, and you really
But
just
let
have to have
me
your
tell you,
personality because the dudes were worried about what the fuck they're wearing. Yeah, you just spent $2,000 on a girl that's gonna fuck me because I'm funny. Simple as that. And you might fuck me because you laugh so hard that you squint your eyes and you not see how ugly I am. But still, got it.
I can't. No, and I've dated so many guys off of those things, like probably over 30 guys in the past year off of those dating websites. I have like three. I had three that I was on. And I didn't like any of them.
But
I
that's
didn't like
life, and
any
that's
of
the way it
them.
should be though. Like even without dating sites, like you meet somebody. That's why I said like I think like we're such in a different times right now that you think that you're gonna meet the love of your life and you're not.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
that's what I was
dating.
trying to do.
That's what dating is for. Like you're gonna meet somebody and you're not gonna like them, and it's okay. Like like men take it the worst. Like oh, you know what I'm saying? We got egos. It's like it's okay not to be compatible. It's okay not to be the man. It's okay that you didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And see, that's the thing though, growing up, like I only had like a few relationships and every relationship turned into something serious. I mean, a few guys that I was with, and then all of those few guys had turned like two of them I married and one of them I was in a relationship for a long time. So it's like to be honest, like I have never really dated like this kind of dating before. So when I started meeting people, I was just like, oh my God, okay, this guy just came out of prison. This guy's an alcoholic. He's got so many DUIs. He can't even drive to meet me. Like, 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 it's just crazy. And I'm just like, I don't,
Like
None of these guys are for
that was like
me.
the 40-year-old virgin when she meets a guy. She's all, here, blow on this so I can drive the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get it, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like anything you've ever said has not turned me on to make me want to get on these websites.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
And that's the thing. Like, it's
And
really
I
not.
and I hate to say that, like, oh yeah, I feel desperate, because I don't want you to think that you're desperate for doing it. You know
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying? But
am.
I just feel that way. I just feel like damn, motherfucker, you so lonely that you had to go on a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it worked. I mean, it's just like Instagram or Snapchat or
Yeah.
whatever. Like you open the lines of communication. It's the same thing, except for dating sites. You know that's exactly what it's for. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's like you're shopping for a dude. So I guess, like you said, Tinder is like, you're not gonna find the love of your life on Tinder.
I've never been on Tinder, but I've
No,
been
I'm just
on.
saying, like, as you knowing about web dating sites, like how often do you think you'll actually find the love of your life on Tinder?
I think it's very rare because, like I said, like the guy that I had met on there that just
I don't know.
wanted
You make me
sex.
want to get on there. I'm just gonna see how many girls.
You really, I told you 100 times, you really should just try
How
it and
many
see.
girls can I fuck in
And yeah, and
honey
there have
pack?
been okay, and so in the beginning when I first started doing that, it was just for sex. Like
Cause
I wanted just sex. I had gotten out of a marriage for like in
yeah,
bed with my ex for 12 years. Like
with
I
our
was
age,
not
I was gonna say, with our age, as soon as you got, well,
no.
I mean, as soon as I was free, that's exactly what I want to do. Shit.
I just want like I wasn't hoeing around or anything, but like I just wanted like friends with benefits. That way, and then someone to have fun with, or whatever. But like that got old really quick. So that's
Yeah,
when
because what happened?
after almost a year, I was just like, okay, I'm ready for a relationship now. Like, let me, try to figure this out. And then I got on and off of those dating sites
All
so
of a
many
sudden,
times.
you had your phase, and all of a sudden you want to be single. I wanted you, not you, not me, but I'm saying, like, I wanted you then, and now you want to settle down. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
And see,
But
and I did see multiple people that I been with, like, had like a one night stand with, and they were still like, so like, you want a relationship now? But it's like, yeah, but I don't want one with you. It's
uh,
also hard at my age because guys still want kids at this age. There are like 45-year-old guys that still are trying to have kids. And I'm like, no,
I'm not opposed
fuck
to
that.
it. I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, I'm like, I
Well,
think that's
because
the
you're
only
not the
way.
girl that has to give birth and do
I
all that
don't
shit.
think, well, duh. But I'm saying, like, I think that's the only way that I would actually stick around. Because one, I'm not a deadbeat, so like, if I got you pregnant, I'm like, I'm gonna be there. So that's the only way that I'm gonna really stick around, is if you got pregnant. You really got to be really out there for me to want not.
Well, I already have my tubes tied. I already am like fixed. I'm never having any more kids. I don't want any more kids. I love the life that I have now.
But you know
I
what? You
just
know
want
what? Men
someone
love
else.
men love to tell you, like, your tubes are tight. But guess what? I can bust in you, and I
Oh
can
my
get you
God. And
pregnant.
I know.
I
And I
knew
told
it.
you
I
a
knew
hundred
it. Because
times.
motherfuckers is weird. Motherfuckers think that they got the
Yeah.
super sperm. They think they got this. They think they the man, and I can get you pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
But they
You
don't
know what?
even tie tubes. It's like they literally took my tubes out. So where the fuck is the baby gonna go? Just in limbo in my body somewhere? No. Like that's not how that
That's.
works.
I'm telling secrets now, but that's the way we get the fuck. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I can get. Oh, you don't think so? I'm gonna get you pregnant. Oh, it didn't
Yeah,
work.
I might die if you get me
Still got
pregnant.
it. Still got it. So, but Bumble was like the women get to make the first move.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, she drinking that
Men
beer
can
like
too, but I think they have to pay more.
you drinking that motherfucker like it was a Keystone. Anyways, the what?
Let me tell you.
Anyways, the
So,
Bumble.
yes. So in Bumble, like the women, most of the time it's the women that make the move, but men can too if they pay more. Guys pay a lot of money for these
Hold
sites.
up, hold up, hold up.
Let me
You
tell
have to
you, there's a
pay.
guy who paid to
You
talk to
have
me.
to pay. Man,
Not
fuck
me. I
that.
don't fucking pay.
Fuck that. See that you make me want to not at all. I have to pay money to be on a website?
Not me.
No, but I'm saying as a
I did
man, you have to
figures.
pay money. But like, okay,
Yeah.
but I can go on there for free.
You can.
Okay.
But you have to
So,
make sure that a girl actually responds to you. Some girls won't do it.
and I don't want them bitches anyway. So who cares? I don't
It's
want
only about how you
anything.
look, though.
I don't want anything that's not. Are you saying I'm ugly? You saying I'm
No,
ugly?
I'm not saying you're
You
ugly, but I'm
saying I'm like
saying
you just
is,
said it's about the way you look. Okay, I ain't worried
yeah, but
about
I'm
that.
saying like that's how it's judged based off of how you look. So
And I don't want
maybe a
anything
guy
that's
might not
not
think
for
that
me
I'm
anyway.
attractive, but huh?
I said I don't want anything that's not for me anyways. If you don't want me, that's on you. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
if they're not attracted to you, then why the fuck
Exactly.
be together anyway?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And then there's another one I was on. It's called Stir. It's for people who have like kids and like family, like not families, but
These weird ass
who have
fucking apps.
kids. So that way, like they understand, like, hey, I have kids. Like I'm only available, and it will tell you like there's like a schedule where it's like I'm available on Monday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night, or whatever, you know. So it puts it like
Available
that.
at I'm really available on Tuesday between 7:45 and 8:45.
That
That's weird.
whatever, fucking. Nobody. And
All
most of
these
those
weird
people
ass
are
fucking.
for relationships. So that's what's good about that app. And then there's all the Latino ones, which I was on, but they just want to fuck. So
I want black people meat. Can you be not black and be on black people meat?
I don't know.
I love me some chocolates. I'm just asking. I'm
I'm
just
not even all
asking.
the way one race, so I don't know. I'm not even all the way
So there's
like
like that's what I'm saying. But you just said there's a Latino one. So is it like all
yeah.
one Latino?
But I go on
So
it because I'm half and half. And then, but there are, but you don't have to because there are white guys that want Latinas. So they go on there to try to meet a Latina. But then the Latinas are on there to meet Latino guys. So I don't really know how that works.
same thing.
Christian mingle. Why is that so funny to me?
Because I wanted some chocolate or they want some Latino, but Christian mingle is a whole different other thing.
No,
You
I
can
just
be
added
anything and be
it.
Christian, but so how many people really? So I guarantee you that Christian mingle just like tingle like Tinder,
I'm
like
dead, right? Oh,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
it's fine.
God dang. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get. I don't even want to say the jokes right now. I don't want to say the jokes
I
that's in
know,
my head.
it's why I stopped because I was like, I'm gonna start offending
Lord
people.
forgive me. Lord please forgive me. But that's what I'm saying. But I guarantee you they on Christian Mingle right now. Plenty of fish. They fucking yeah.
I gotta stop talking. But no, I wasn't on Christian Mingle.
On that note, let's move on.
Yeah.
Like, what is the appeal of watching a dude be a woman? What is that about? There's never been something that's ever really just entered my head.
I mean, probably not something.
And also, now that I think about it, you actually done it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I figured that was
No,
implied within that
I
question.
wasn't.
So I guess it's basically it's a funny fucking word, but being a fucking cuck. That cuckold. So like it's kind of a touchy thing. Like it's I don't see an appeal with it. So I don't. Not with somebody I fucking love. Because if you're getting train wrecked, if you're getting fucking train wrecked, I'm like, damn, I gotta be with that the rest of my life. But at the same time, like you see their relationship. That's what they do. That's how they make money. That's the difference. So that's the difference. You can't just be some just regular Joe Schmo and talking about this. Like she got fucked by these dudes and he liked it, but at the same or he watched it, but at the same time they got paid for the fucking video, so it didn't really matter. And then he was fucking bitches too. So like I know couples that are like that. I know couples that really care. And honestly, it seems like those couples really last. You know what I mean? Those couples they care. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't see sex the way we see it. We see sex as sacred. Sex is like I say we. I'm
No, I do too.
talking
Yeah.
for you, but I'm just saying like I
Yeah.
feel like we feel the same. Like we see it as sacred as like this is a you and me thing. No, this is a temple. And nobody's, even if somebody before
Yes.
was, this is my temple. Nobody's fucking
No.
my temple, and nobody's fucking with my my stick. So like that's the way it's gonna be. So like I mean, you go down this rabbit hole of fucking porn. You see like these sex clubs, and you see like these orgies, and you see people, and like I get like sometimes you can be like so into something that you really care about the way your significant other is. So like if you're not pleasing her the way that you think, like I think there's somewhere psychologically that you'd be like, well, if somebody else can give it to her, then that's what I want. I never had that problem, so I never like I've never not satisfied somebody, or at least I think that, you know what I mean? But like do you see the appeal?
I feel like if my partner satisfies me a lot, like enough, like I don't really care to do, like I don't mind adding, like say like we're gonna have a threesome or something. I don't mind doing that every once in a while, but
What
no,
kind of threesome though?
not a guy. I wouldn't do it with a guy. Only a girl. I would only add a girl to the
So
mix.
scenario, you love somebody. The dude you with, you fucking love him so much. But
Uh-huh.
his sex isn't, I mean, the sex is the part now, but I'm saying like sex isn't there. It's just not there, but you love him. What are you gonna do? You wanna be with him, but you can't because of the sex. Are you
I
gonna
wouldn't.
ask him, or you just be like, this is not gonna work?
So at this age, I'm too old to be with someone who doesn't satisfy me. So either I tell you, hey, it's this is not good for me. It's not working for me. Like we need to change it up. If it doesn't work after that, it's a chemistry. You really have to have a good sexual chemistry. And I think we've talked about this in the past where like I can't even explain how important sex really is to me. Like to the point where yeah, I might have feelings for you, but I will not fall in love with someone who does not
I
please
don't know
me.
what happens with sex drives. Like for women, once they get to a certain age, past 35,
Oh my God. It's like we're horny like
like,
24/7.
and you're not the first girl. You're not here. The sex drive is so high, and I don't know if it gets closer to menopause. I don't know the science. I'm not a scientist.
I'm
I
not
do like to
just
do some
not about
science
the same.
experiments, so I can be your science experiment. I'm just saying. But I'm saying I've noticed that's the way it is. It's usually anywhere between 35 and 45. That's fucking they just the drive is high.
Most
So that's
women
what I'm
are,
saying. So like, but if they can't satisfy you, that's what I'm saying. If they can't satisfy you, I get it. I get they can't, but like you've never loved somebody so much that you're just like it's just not there. No.
I won't put I won't, I feel like love is a choice. A lot of people are like, no, it's not. It's a feeling. Yeah, it is a feeling. But at the same time, you're choosing to love someone who doesn't satisfy you. Like, that's a real problem. Like, for me, like, I wouldn't do that. Like, I wouldn't put
But
myself in that position.
at the same time, that's the girl that I told you before that I felt like I loved. Like I really thought she was gonna be the one. You know how I knew I loved her? She didn't give head. And I knew I can't be with somebody that gave head, but that's how I knew that I felt for somebody, because it's just like, okay, I'm not thinking with my dick, and I'm like I think, why do I want to be with this person if she's not going to satisfy me? Obviously, I'm not with them, but I'm saying that's how I knew the emotion was there. Do you know what I mean? So I get what you mean, but
And
at the
that's how
same
I was when I
time,
was younger. But now I will not do that. I will not let myself do that. Like when I was younger, I was never satisfied with anybody I was with. I
but if
satisfied
you were with
myself.
somebody, if you're with somebody and you love them and y'all had a conversation like, hey, this is just not working, and he was just like, I'll let you be with whoever you want to be with sexually.
I would not do that.
I mean, but it's
I'm
different for a
just too
guy,
lazy
because
a
for a guy,
person.
yeah, I just told this girl like, shit, I love her, and as long as she's not with somebody else, she's gonna tell me it's okay. I'm gonna be like, okay.
No, and I wouldn't let my partner unless it was like a threesome or something.
But that's
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I want to know if for Adam, I want to know like, would he feel the same way if they weren't getting paid? Do you know what I mean? we're talking
And that's
about
the
it
thing.
as
Like, it
regular Joe
depends.
schmoes, as people that are really looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about it as people that are not getting paid for it. So, like, if he wasn't getting paid for it, would he still feel the same way? Would he still let her do it? I mean, some people are weird. I know people like that. I know swingers. I know, people that do that. And like I said, for some reason it seems like it works, but at the same time, I I can't. Like,
No, well, that's
psychologically,
the
I
thing
think
though.
I've
It depends on the person because to be honest with you, a threesome with another girl, but no dick is going inside me. If I'm with someone, no other man's dick is going inside me. That's
and
it.
psychologically, like, I've always been on women's side because I've always grew up with women, but I feel like sometimes I've thought about what goes on in their head that, like, it ain't even about like somebody I want to be with. Like, it's really just like almost like a porn aspect. Like, let me see you get, but it can't be somebody I'm gonna be with though. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? If I feel like this is just a fling and she want to do that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at that. I'm not gonna be with you. Shit, we ain't gonna do this. I swear to God, we ain't gonna do this. But let me see how that works. I might want to see it just because I'm curious, but at the same time, I could never have the love of my life for the person that I want to be with. I could never, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, and I've heard other guys say that. Like, oh, I would love to watch that girl get railed because she's not gonna be with me in the end, and I'm not gonna be with her, and I don't really care about her like that. But like the guys that I have been with would never want me to be with another guy. Like,
but
period. Like,
also psychologically, being cheated on so many times, like sometimes, like, you just want to
that's
see
me.
it too. You're just like, what did they have that you know what I'm saying? Let me see what was going on here. Let me see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
sometimes psychologically you get fucked up in the head to where you're just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I got cheated on. Like, was it not there, or was it because of something that this dude had? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think somewhere in your head you kind of get messed up because you start thinking about it. You start thinking about
Yeah.
another dude fucked your girl. So now you're
Hmm.
thinking about it in your head. So now you're kind of like, did I want to watch? No, I didn't want to watch it, but somewhere it fucked you up in your head that now, you know what I'm saying? We got older. Why are we like this now? I don't know
Hmm.
why. Let me see you get railed. I'm not going to be with you. I'm not, but let me see it.
Yeah.
Let me see it. I'm going to sit in the little cup chair.
Hmm.
No, I honestly, I couldn't do it without not trying to join in or something. Like, I couldn't. I don't know. I think a lot of things, like, you can say out loud, and you can say, like, especially me saying out loud now, like, I could do that. I can say it out loud, but I don't think I could actually fucking do
It's
it. I
so
don't think I
easy
could
to
just
say something.
exactly. But
Yeah.
like thinking, like, really thinking about, like, a hotel room in that fucking chair. You're watching a girl get fucking railed, and you're just sitting there like, what am I doing with my life right now? You know what I'm
Yeah. Like,
saying?
this is me.
but
Like, this is what's going on.
but but if I'm getting paid a couple thousand, the way he is, for okay, I'm gonna let me have let me do it. You know what I mean?
And I see that where I feel like at one point, like to me, it kind of like is who you are. Like, I don't know any Hispanic guy who would want to see their girl get, or a girl that, even a girl that they're fucking, that they don't plan to be with, get railed. But a white guy, I can see that. A black guy, I don't see it either. Like the guy that I'm with, he's like, everything belongs to me that you have, like your
Come
ass,
on,
your
motherfucker, this is
kids, your
hey,
everything. You are all mine. He's like, no one better see it. No one better be touching it. No one better be doing nothing with it. You are all mine. And that's how he feels about me. And then like, and I get it, but like I just don't understand how a guy could see his girl get fucked so hard by another guy. I just, and even if it's not your girl, like it's a girl that you're having sex with, I still just don't see. Like, I don't think
I
that
mean, but
that was a guy.
in the reality of things, I mean, she's fucking two dudes that you just fucking right now. I've been wearing protection, like, yeah, you didn't see it, but at the same time, it's happening. What's the
It's
difference?
different.
What's the difference? She fucked
The
some dude
difference
yesterday.
is you
She
being a
fucked some dude
cuckold
yesterday.
in the fucking chair watching, and then her doing it on her own, you don't even
Cuck,
know she enjoys
man,
it.
that fucking cuck word is just so weak. Like you just like, bro, you was a fucking cuck, bro. Like it's so weak.
And that's why they use
Cause
it
like
for
me
a
saying that,
reason.
me and saying what's the difference, and then you saying that, like I swear to God, I wanted to fight you right now, and I ain't no fucking cuck. Fuck, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I get it. No, I get it. I get it.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. I especially somebody I could be with, I can't do it. I think sometimes you know watching so many videos, like you watch porn or something, and you watch
And that's a
and,
thing. Like you
and
can
like
watch someone else get fucked.
you can watch it exactly, and in your mind you might think you're okay with that, but like sometimes you're just not
When it comes down to it, you're
mentally
not.
ready for it. You're not mentally ready for it. I
So
promise
you,
you that.
so I've had people where some guys get turned on when they say like, oh, well, like when you're having sex and they're talking about someone else fucking you, like, oh, would you let him fuck you from the back or would you like do all this stuff? Yeah, at the time that's sexy to them, but do they want to see you get fucked? No, never. Do they want
So,
to think
but
about it
that's what
on
I'm
their own
saying though.
time?
And you
No.
don't want to, but you that's still the fine line, because at the same time, like later on, you're gonna bring it back. Like you later on, you're gonna be fucking arguing and be like, oh yeah, that's why you wanted fucking Jose to fuck you doggy style when you said that shit the other night when we were fucking. You know what I mean? Like
And that's
it's a
why it's
thin line.
careful.
You
You have to be
can't do it
careful. That's
exactly.
in
You
line. Yeah.
really can't say that shit. But
No. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Why the fuck are we like this now? And that's why. Because we've been through so much shit, and we've been through, but at the same time, at the same age, like I said, you think you can mentally deal with something, and
Hmm.
I can watch it. I guarantee you I can watch it, but somebody I'm gonna be with, not at all,
No.
not at all, not at
But if
all.
it's some stripper you met in TJ, who cares? Like, she's gonna fuck, she
I
gets
don't know
fucked
what
every
it's like to
weekend.
be in TJ. I'm in Texas. No, I'm saying that it's the same thing, Juarez. It's the
I've
same
partied over there too.
thing. But so you hear the stories and you wonder why we like this. And this is why we like this now. And this is what we do. And we do this every week.
We do.
I am Marco, aka DeMarco. This is Kayla. We're here every week. We talk about the stupidest shit, dumbest shit. Sometimes we get real with this shit. We could probably get into more detail, but we're not going to right now because it's the end of the episode. You got anything planned for this weekend? You got anything done, or are we just gonna go along like
I think just go along like we
go
always
along
do.
like we always do? DeMarco, Kayla, why we like this now? See you next week.
Bye.
Why are we like this now? Gonna figure it out with a pow, pow, pow. DeMarco and Kayla taking the bow. Join us on the journey, we'll show you how.